This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
Now, there is something ugly brewing, although I don't think that eventually this will turn into anything, I got to be honest. But I did see this yesterday, and I felt that it was, I would say, disturbing. Okay? I would put it in the disturbing category, and that's Lamar Jackson working out with Hollywood Brown and his relative named Antonio Brown. I saw that and it was like, and remember we talked about it, I think it was last week, where Antonio kind of threw out there that he wants to play with the Ravens now. Because you know how it is. Once Antonio finds out that the team doesn't want him, he then creates another narrative and creates another team that would be perfect for him. And so the Ravens, and I would tell you this, the old Ravens back in the day with Ray Lewis and Suggs and Ed Reed and those guys in the locker room, Haloti Ngata, all that, that locker room there, they could take in Antonio Brown and keep him somewhat straight. Because, I mean, Ray Lewis is just going to walk over and smack him silly. You know what I mean? That's the beauty of that locker room there. Your ass is going to get jacked. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I could go with that locker room. But that Ravens locker room isn't like that anymore. They don't have those kind of personalities that kind of police that locker room. And I know that they have the culture that they've built over the years, but I don't believe they have the policemen that they used to have policing the locker room. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I would say this is a little different, and that's where I would not want Antonio Brown anywhere near Lamar Jackson or Hollywood Brown. I wouldn't want him anywhere on that team at all. I don't believe the Ravens will sign him. Okay? It's not like they're a pass-happy offense anyways. And that's why you may have trouble at times with Antonio Brown. You're not going to throw him 10 balls a game. Not in that offense. And by the way, they have 700 tight ends. They throw a lot to the tight end, more than anything else. They throw to the tight ends a ton. If you're a receiver on that team, you got to kind of wait and pick and choose because it's not like he's throwing a ton to the receivers. You'll get more. There's more running, and there's more probably tosses to the running back and the tight ends. Those are high percentage passes. Remember, we're not talking about an incredibly accurate quarterback. So you can't become pass happy with Lamar Jackson because that's not who he is. You got to run the offense that you were running last year because that's how you're going to be successful. Whether you can win a championship that way, that's a whole different ballgame. And push comes to shove, the running game is going to be shut down. You're going to have to make plays with your arm, and that's where he ran into trouble last year. So we'll see. But to me, that guy is – I don't know if there's a team right now that should take him at all. I mean, the Dallas Cowboys are used to dysfunction, so maybe that would be the place that they sign all kinds of clowns. But, man, your Cowboys team right now, I don't even know if Mike McCarthy would want to deal with that guy. Not that would matter because that would be a Jerry Jones call and a Stephen Jones call, but they've got a couple of nice receivers there right now. Tight end is the one that they really needed to improve this offseason. I don't know. I don't know where is the right place for that guy. And I don't think that this is the Ravens team that he should be joining. It's kind of young, and I wouldn't want his type of personality influencing anything in that locker room. So when I saw that, it's great for Lamar to have an extra receiver to throw to and all that, and it's good for Antonio Brown because he gets to work out a little bit and all that. Although I did notice that they weren't practicing social distancing. Did you notice that? When they're all hugging each other, taking pictures. And last time I checked, they haven't been hanging around each other. So somebody had to travel somewhere to get there. I would think that that's Antonio Brown, but that's just me. Kind of weird. And then you don't know who Antonio Brown's hanging out with. If you're Lamar Jackson, I'm just saying, you're all sweaty. You guys are working out. It's kind of weird. Like, I hang around this guy all day. Every day I hang around. But he only hangs around with his family at home, and I hang around with my family at home, and that's it. We're either at home or we do this twice a week, that we're doing this today and Acura tomorrow, and then that's it. We're back home again. And we're not socializing with anybody. You know what I mean? So that's where this is a little bit of a different story. And so I saw that yesterday, and I didn't see social distancing in the process. I saw a lot of hugs, and I'm like, whoa, that's not a smart thing right now. I'm wondering if John Harbaugh was thinking about that. I wonder if Lamar's agent was thinking about that. If Hollywood Brown's agent was thinking about that. The Antonio Brown side, nobody cares. But, Antonio Brown is – does that guy look like he's responsible about anything in life? No. That's probably why I wouldn't want to hang around with him. Because you don't know where that guy's been. But what are you going to do?